The best way to wake up in the morning is with Good Day Dakota.
Well, it's 5:40. Welcome back. Hurricane season starts in July and lasts all the way through November. So right now we are starting the peak season.
So that's why in this week's Weatherwise, Meteorologist Stone Schafer is breaking down the current conditions out there and what we might expect when it comes to this year's season compared to last year's. Stone?
Yeah, so we're starting to get into that active part of the year when it comes to hurricanes. So I want to take a current look out into the Atlantic to see. And well, right now we have Ernesto moving through just north of Puerto Rico. Actually impacted Puerto Rico really through yesterday morning. Is moving north. Will eventually start to track towards Bermuda. So does look like it will have some light impacts with waves, large waves on the east coast. But for the most part, it will miss mainland United States, maybe getting up there into the northern areas of Maine. The one big concern, though, if you have friends and family with Ernesto as it moves north, there's definitely going to be waves along the coastline being pretty large, just associated with the hurricane moving through the Atlantic, but will become a hurricane, especially as it approaches Bermuda over the next day or so. And well, we wanted to look at the list of names that have been used so far. We've used Alberto, Beryl, Chris, and Debbie. Ernesto obviously being used right now, and here's the rest of those names that you're going to see through the rest of the year if we do get an active period. And one of the questions that was sent in was about where's the strongest part of a hurricane? Why are some areas a lot more damaged than others? Well, when we talk about hurricanes, they sort of have four quadrants, and well, that right front quadrant is usually the most damaging because it has the heaviest winds. It can have the largest storm surge, especially as it goes along that sort of western coastline of Florida or through areas of the Gulf of Mexico. They cause lots of flooding as well, tornadoes, and they're all dangerous, but that left side is a little less more of those factors than that right front and the right rear, which also causes a lot of damage with winds, tornadoes, and flooding with that storm surge. So I want to take a look comparing this year to last year and how we played out last year. We can see we're really similar to what we had last year. We had sort of a start in June. We had a slow July with Don last year, this year with Debbie, and now we're starting with Ernesto. We'll see if we can catch up to August of last year where we had this whole list of tropical storms and hurricanes and continued through the rest of the year. So we'll fill this out as we get more named storms for the rest of hurricane season. So remember to continue sending your questions so I can answer them here weekly on Weatherwise.
And you can do so by heading over to our website at kxnet.com. Click on Weather, then Weatherwise.
There you're going to see a link that lets you submit your question.
Well, now it is time to